7 persons shot in mass shooting in Westmoreland. Slimeball Jamaican politician strikes again, while the Jamaican government has rejected the asylum applications of 37 Haitian refugees. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. Some politicians in Jamaica are straight garbage. A comment made by one particular MP is causing much headache not just for his party, but to anyone with any form of decency. Southwestern St. Catherine Member of Parliament and Minister of Works Everall Warmington, who was addressing supporters following the local government elections, expressed disappointment with the result in that parish, but told the crowd, "I'm the Minister of Works and a Member of Parliament. No PNP councillor is going to spend my money." And this is in light of the fact that the PNP won 7 seats compared to the GLP 2 seats in his Southwest constituency. And he went on to say that the losing GLP candidate, he's going to make him in charge over those PNP councillors who won the election. And the people cheered him. You should hear them. The Jamaica Chamber of Commerce, meanwhile, said the remarks of Warmington, if true, are particularly concerning in light of recent statement from Prime Minister Andrew Holness, where he praised the contenders from both political parties for waging competitive campaigns. The JCC said especially as the general election approaches, it is calling for the leadership of both political parties to remind their representatives that words have consequences. Going forward, the private sector organization of Jamaica has called for prompt action from the Office of the Political Ombudsman. It said the office must act decisively to maintain the integrity and the respectability of political leaders in Jamaica. And I want you to listen to how disgraceful this man is.
I'm a Minister of Work. I'm a Member of Parliament. No PMP councillor going to spend my money. They can put somewhere when they call him TikTok or so and say whatever. Grass may not be the councillor, but he will spend every dime they're going to do.
And those are the words from Mr. Warmington. Now, as if not to be outdone, a PNP councillor did his share supporting scammers openly. A video making the rounds on social media on Wednesday shows the PNP politician stating that he has no issue with choppers, a long-term use for lotto scammers. According to him, he said, "Let me tell you straight up, and I can speak openly. I have no problem with a man if him want chop, because them chop us during slavery. So not no wrong if we chop them back," declared Mark Meadows to cheers from supporters at a recent political party meeting. The former Jamaica Labour Party senator who switched to the PNP then encouraged people who are chopping that when you bingo and you score, use the money wisely, set up yourself, open a business, make sure mommy look good, make sure your baby mother look good, but don't take the money and use Hennessy to wash your car. So he is out there supporting 100% scammers. Meanwhile, the Jamaica government has rejected the asylum applications of 37 Haitian refugees who arrived on the island last year. The group arrived in Jamaica by boat in July and subsequently applied for asylum. This was disclosed by founder of human rights freedom group Imaginaries attorney Merlin Alien. Miss Alien said the Haitians were handed the rejection letters around 9 p.m. on Tuesday. Miss Alien, who is representing the group, said all measures under the refugee policy will be exhausted as a response to the rejection, as she now plans to file an appeal on behalf of the Haitians. She also took issue with how the decision of rejection was made, noting that the Haitians did not have an opportunity to be heard by the eligible committee that was convened to consider their application. Neither was she, as their legal representative, able to participate and present submissions. However, Miss Alien, Jamaica can't even take care of their own citizens. Why do you think they should be forced to take care of another country's citizens? The police high command has ordered a top-level investigation into yesterday morning's mass shooting at a bar in Frome in Westmoreland that left 3 people dead and 4 others wounded. The victims were shot when armed thugs fired on patrons at a bar along Frome Main Road shortly after midnight. The deceased have been identified as Everall Rowe, shop owner and broom maker of a Frome address, as well as Kimar Simit, otherwise called Beanie Bud, and Andre McDonald, both of Gully Bank in Savlamar. 2 women, including the bartender, are among the wounded. And it's reported that patrons were at the Pixie Dust bar when a white Toyota Axia motorcar drove up and stopped. 2 men armed with handguns alighted and opened fire in the direction of the patrons. 7 persons were shot, resulting in 3 of them dying. 20-year-old Anthony Finley is set to be sentenced for the deadly shooting of 2-year-old Adrian Campbell in Clarkstown, Trelawney about a year ago. On Tuesday, Finley appeared in Trelawney Circuit Court and pled guilty to murder, shooting with intent, and using a handgun to commit a felony in connection with the March 12, 2023 incident. According to reports, about 7:50 p.m. on the day in question, the toddler was strapped in the rear seat of a car while the vehicle owner was in the driver's seat. Finley, armed with a revolver, approached the driver's window and fired at the driver with whom he had a dispute, missing him and striking the child, and he's scheduled to be sentenced on March 11. Onto sports, Racing United and True Juice rebounded from losses in the Jamaica Football Federation Championship with contrasting home wins over Baptiste Alliance and Reno FC respectively last week. Raheem Edwards' double at Spanish Town Prison Oval carried Racing United to a big 5-1 win over True Juice, got the better of Reno 2-0 at the Bramwell Clark Complex. Racing United maintained their lead with 25 points from 10 games, 4 more than True Juice, who regained second spot. Chapelton Maroons beat Portlanders FC 2-0 to climb to third place with 20 points, which is one more than Baptiste Alliance, who fell 2 places with their first loss in 4 outings. Brownstown, meanwhile, snapped a 3-game winless skid to beat Grays Inn 2-1 at Drax Hall. Former champions Falkland FC scored a back-to-back victory for the first time this season, ending Mead Forest FC 3-game winning run, beating them 2-0 at Westpow Park. The St. James Base Club rose to 8th place in the tables on 14 points. Falmouth United also scored a rare win, blanking Hopewell United 3-0 at Orchard Sports Complex. And don't forget, the best news and sports takes place on this station. If you ever miss the news on this radio station, please go to YouTube, type in Jamaican Undiluted News, listen, like, share, and subscribe to keep it going. My name is Mikey Bones. I gone.